Hey team, it's Ripper here. Hope you guys are doing great. Got an awesome video with one of my favorite destroyers, the Tier 10 British destroyer Druid. Now, the build is on the beginning of the video. Obviously, it's more of a gunboat, fast firing as much as I can, reload build, if you will, except minus AFT. And we have Cunningham on it, so that might help as well. Again, before I continue on, I want to say a shout out to all of those who have supported the channel. Again, if you'd love to support us and help us out and grow the channel, like, subscribe, bell button below, and we are on our way to 500 subscribers. Can't thank you guys enough for helping us get to our previous goal of 400 and on our way to 500. Just comment on what you like, dislike, anything that helps us build and grow and learn at the same time while we're having fun shooting ships, sailing ships, and having a blast doing it. So let's talk about the Druid. So the Druid obviously is more of like, I call it the miniature Petro or miniature Minotaur or a Minotaur, what do you want to call it? It's pretty much a fun destroyer that noses in with two forward-facing guns that do a heck of a lot of damage to cruisers and especially destroyers. Destroyers really can't angle against these guns. They just do some pretty devastating damage to them. I call it the DD Hunter. Because it really just shreds them to pieces. Now, I want you guys to look at the mini-map on the right there, and just keep that in mind of the positioning. Now, I don't know what, I want to make an address of what's going on these days. These games these days seem to be one-sided, and it seems to boil down to the fact that there really is no teamwork. Let me know what you think below about, do you think this game is a teamwork game or more of a solo game? I don't know. You know, more like Call of Duty and, you know, and kind of Battlefield style, where some people just like to go off and do their own thing rather than coordinate and work together. It seems like that's the issue. I don't know. Is it a teamwork game or a solo game? It seems like lately I'm not really getting much teamwork. But, I mean, at first we get Yamato, Moscow, and Zhao. Look at their positioning around. Does it look like it's going to be supportive? We'll see. We'll see at the end of the day. Will it help me in this situation? So I seem to be the only one trying to cap C here and trying to move in and push and try to spot and help people out. We've got 5 or 6 ships over here. I've got the Ragnar in close proximity, as you can tell by detected, but he also pops radar, and I have to back up to avoid the Petro, who also has radar. Now, the cool thing about the British destroyer line I do like about is the stop-start features of its engine. It pretty much can start-stop at a whim's notice. A really good acceleration, if you want to call that. The Ragnar, not so much. You notice he can really only go one direction and really doesn't start and stop as quickly as, say, a destroyer like the British line, like a Daring or a Druid. And you notice that's kind of like what we have to our advantage. Now, we're going to attack him with the front forward-facing guns and nose in like a Petro would, because Ragnar has 2 guns, but one is in the back and one is in the front. Now, if he noses in, he only gets use of 1, while we get use of 2. So he'll have to provide a lot more, I would say, broadside for us, and that gives us an advantage. So we have a slim profile. He has to expose his profile in order to get maximum damage. So here we go. Let's see if we can attack him from the front and see how we do. So I nose in about 1/4 half speed at first, and then we see him, and we're going to blast right in full throttle right here, and we start aiming at the main front section of his ship. We get 2,000, 2,900, 2,900, 2,900. That's like 3,000 per shot right there. That's almost 12,000 damage, and boom, we take him down first, and looks like the Druid wins. But here's the problem. Here's the con and the downside of the Druid. You are pretty much exposed. Even though the smoke was there, you can someone can, you know, drive at him or radar like this Petro is about to do and just go nose in on a Druid. That's the counter to a Druid. It really has not much firepower torpedoes to mitigate this kind of onslaught. I mean, you got radar, you got hydro, you pretty much overpower and overwhelm the Druid, and then look at the backup. Okay, let's reevaluate the minimap. Got a Shimakaze behind an island, Sal running away, Yamato running away. It seems like lately is the meta of the kind of game work or teamwork here, if it is existent. But let me know your thoughts below. That's pretty much what I think about the Druid attacking a Ragnar, and I hope that helps, and I hope it was a fun time, but we'll learn a lot, and hopefully we can improve the gameplay as well. Like, subscribe button below, and appreciate all those supporting the channel. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers!